Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Pixelated Fireball, and welcome to Grotto. So for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. For those of you that have already been subscribed to the channel for a while, I know what you're thinking. This isn't like anything that I normally ever play, but I do find it just as interesting, so I thought I would share it with you guys. And there really isn't a whole lot of content out there to view about this game, so I thought, you know what, even though it's definitely a different kind of video for me, thought I would throw something out there because, like I said, I think it's very, very cool. So, as you can see in big bold letters up there in the top right, this game is called Grotto, probably because that's where you're gonna be for the majority of it, right there in this. I don't know if a cave counts as a grotto. I thought grottos had like waterfalls. Maybe there is a waterfall in this cave somewhere. It's developed by a company that's new to me up until now called Brainwash Gang. I believe they have a few other games on Steam that you can check out if you like the art style, and I don't know if the gameplay is similar for the other games, but if you like their art style, be sure to check it out. And this game has been out since October, I think? October of last year. I don't remember exactly what day, but it has completely and totally flown over the radar for me. I saw it on Steam, and I just had to check it out. And once I started playing it, I just couldn't stop. It's not a very long game. It's something that I managed to move through relatively quickly. There's a lot of stuff to do in it, a lot of content, big story. But it took me maybe about 5 hours or so to beat. I don't know, depending on how you play, everybody's different, but that's my average. So with all the rambling aside, let's just get into it. Head over to new game there. I don't remember if there's dialogue in the beginning or not. Can't quite remember.
This is a story of failure.
Yes, there is. Oh, you gotta click.
That fall out of reach.
That was kind of embarrassing. But yeah, you've got to click to move through the dialogue. Don't do what I just did and sit there like a dummy and wait for the screen to do something. That's a mistake. Anyways.
But this is also a story about people. People who fall. Oh, at the end of the day, believe it or not, this is a story of hope.
And there you have it. Welcome to the grotto, or the cave, I suppose, which is where you're gonna pretty much be spending the entirety of the game. So I hope you like your surroundings. There is a lot more going on in here than you might think. So basically, yeah, like I said, this is kind of the staging ground for your entire thing here. You are what is essentially a soothsayer, and people are going to be coming through to you of a wide variety of different characters, and they're going to be asking you a wide variety of different things, and it's up to you to decide how best to respond to them. And you respond to them with these little symbols here that you discover. You can kind of see them, the ones that I haven't unlocked yet, carved into the wall. And there's going to be a bit of a tutorial here, so we're just going to go through with that. We're just going to follow along the storyline here, and I'll just show you guys how things generally work around here. So this is our first friend. I will let you guys know, for those of you that have a problem with profanity, or adult themes, I guess you could call it, this game does have some of that, so prepare yourselves. I guess I'm going to have to censor myself just a bit for the almighty lords of YouTube, but yeah, let's just talk to this fellow right here. Rah! You know, that's how I also greet everybody that I meet for the first time. You're scared the shite out of me. So I imagine he talks. Is lurking in the caves your thing or what? 3 periods. Stars stole your tongue? Me name is Ouch, with 3 U's. Quite a name. A pleasure, and you are? Confused. Whatever, I can do the talking. I'm good at that. This place is like mystical. As in that proverb, the highest sky talks to the deepest cave. So, I guess you give people advice by choosing a bunch of stars for them, ain't it true? Poor thing. I mean, stars can say shite, but it's up to people to figure out what they mean. And people are like, stupid. You know, you're the most realist guy in the entire world. I agree completely. What's worse, people are different. Yeah, yes, they are. Like that zoom in there. Let's imagine you say blue, and there's these 3 guys. The first one, who lives by the sea, reckons you're talking about water. The second one, who lives in a mountain's peak, thinks of the sky. And the third one becomes sad. Just because. Remember me words, because they're the best piece of advice ever. Now let these stars of yours speak to me. What will I get in exchange for such great advice? Well, Ouch wants to know what they will get in exchange for helping you. And I mean, it is going to be very important information. This guy is a very strange fellow there. Kind of get a look at his very cardboard cutout-like art style. I think it's very interesting. I do like the art style. Majority of this is like kind of like 3D models and whatnot, but the characters are all like this guy here. And there's so much detail. It's very cartoony. He's a very strange individual, but what he says will make a lot of sense going down the line. And it's just the basic concept of how people look at symbols. Everybody has a different opinion. You tell 3 people in the complete same circumstance the same thing, and they'll all interpret things differently. So now we move on to the next mechanic, which is pretty significant here. Like I was telling you about these little constellations over here, these symbols you've got to give people. Got to go up to this little rock here and look up at the sky, and it'll take you up here. You can connect the stars in the sky to draw constellations and use them to influence the people. First of all, use left-click on a star to select it. It will glow in appreciation. I do enjoy being left-clicked as well. Now select a second star to connect them. We'll go right here. Select one more star to draw a longer line. In order to create a constellation, you will need to draw 2 shapes, or 2 lines, or even 1 shape and 1 line. I'll make a zigzag. Now deselect the glowing star, select an unconnected one, and draw a new line or shape made out of 3 or more stars. Do 3 here. There we go, I made a symbol. You know, I feel like there's a degree of artistry in drawing constellations in the stars. Not me. I'm just going to draw squiggly lines and hope that something appears that means something to somebody. That's kind of how I do it. I think that there is a way, like a formula for each constellation, but I'm not really sure exactly how that works. Probably have to play around with that a little bit more to get it completely. The number of stars included in the lines and shapes determine which constellation you will get. If you don't like the current state of your drawing, you can always use right-click on a star to erase all its connections. Just get rid of that there like that, and boom, completely gone. Create a constellation to answer the visit. Can we do squiggly lines again, like I did last time? I don't remember what that one was. Actually, not that. Oh, there we go. We've gotten birds, I believe, is what it's called. And there we go. And you can go over here now, and you can see what, I guess, the symbol, or I guess kind of like a meaning for each of these are. So right here is birds. When their beaks emerge empty from the barren earth, birds plunge the blue above in search of new harvest fields. And like he said, everything means a little different to everybody. So you could give him either one of these or any of these ones that I haven't unlocked yet, and he would interpret it completely differently. So I guess, what will he get as a reward for helping me? I feel like everything my eye catches will become my prey is definitely not like... I don't really know if that's something that you could say to someone as a thank you. So we're gonna stick with the birds. That sounds kind of hopeful. Plowing through new harvest fields or something or other. Whatever. Here you go, fella. I got you something. Ah! Did them bloody stars just spat their wisdom right on me kisser? I guess. So, you'll, that's a word. You'll get new things from the sky just for me, ain't it true? You're my best new friend. Yeah, I always wanted a friend like you. I'll be back tomorrow. You're just do your lurking or whatnot. Fare ye well, lucky birdie. I guess I'm a lucky birdie now. Alrighty then. That's totally fine. That's a different answer than he got the last time that I spoke to him in my previous playthrough here. What's next? Oh, and I believe this is the end. After you've gone through as many people as you're going to talk to in this particular cycle, you run on back to your tent over here, and you just go to sleep. That's literally it. You lay down in your nice cozy bed. It looks very nice and warm and relaxing. Got some strange green fire and a bed of leaves and sticks. Something? Okay. Let's lay down, take a nap. Ah. And then here we go. Next day, ready to move on. Now, you can walk up to this rock over here and look up at the sky as many times as you want to make all kinds of different constellations. And it's probably not a bad idea to try and just get as many as you can. Because you're going to want to unlock them all, because you're going to want to have a lot of options, you know what I mean? Like icicles right here. When water hates crops, it becomes a sword. Or a mountain. My head is so high, the mountain complained, that I'm always the first to be rained and snowed on. And I think unlocking as many of these as possible, as quickly as possible, is probably not a bad idea before moving on too far in the story, because you never know what these guys are going to want from you. Oh, and now you've got a headdress on. Well, look at you. Best friend, how are you? I salute you, lucky birdie. I never told you I'm a big effing chief, ain't it true? No, you never mentioned that. You left that out of our previous conversation. So me and me tribe live in an ugly valley, not too far away from this cave of yours. It's easy to defend since most of the area is surrounded by the mountainside. There's this river that splits the village in two, and a tiny island in the middle of the river with the hugest tree ever. But yesterday, there were signs, like big effing signs and whatnot. First, this huge cloud over our heads, but it never rained. And I heard some elders talking behind me back, or maybe it was just the wind. And a bunch of youngsters danced for me. And a thorn pricked me foot. Do you understand them signs, lucky birdie? Is this ugly valley a safe home for me and me tribe anymore? The big effing chief, ouch, wants to know if this is a safe home for our tribe. I can hold down shift to run there. So I guess now I have to find a symbol based on all the information of kids making jokes and playing and elders talking behind his back and storm clowns and thorns. Whether or not his area is safe over here. So, let's go up and consult the stars. See if we can find another constellation that kind of fits a little bit better, because I don't really particularly like the ones that are available. Let's just draw some of those squiggly lines I was telling you about. Okay, we got moose antlers now. And a frog. Either one of those make any sense? I'll teach you how to be like me, said the frog. Give me your legs, the tadpole replied. And the moose. Squeezed in his little head, the moose's thoughts about danger pierced its skull and became antlers. That kind of sounds relevant. I'm not exactly sure what he's going to say about it, but yeah. Moose. Pierce your skull and become antlers. Ah! Oh, the wisdom spitting on me kisser feels like power. So, I'm in danger, but who's against me? Antlers. That's the first hunter, ain't it true? I guess. Sure it is. You've been very helpful to this humble big effing chief, lucky birdie. You're welcome. Happy to help.
And this is also a story about words. About words said and words unsaid. About right words that look wrong and wrong words that look right. About twisted words that crouch behind other words. Behind silences, behind smiles. This is a story about lies.
And there we go, another day of soothsaying completed with our happy little constellations here, our squiggly lines and the stars we've been drawing. And yeah, by the way, if you haven't noticed, looks like there's still somebody else that wants to come and speak with us. But yeah, if you haven't noticed, there is a good deal of reading in this game. Not a lot, but the majority of the voice acting is done by that woman. I'm not exactly who she is or what the significance of her is. Well, I mean, I do know, but I can't tell you. It's very important to the story. Let's speak to this gentleman here. He looks very important, very regal. There you are, finally, the real soothsayer. Thanks for letting my old bones in. You have been fooled. I have been fooled. My people have been fooled. All by the same despicable being. You know who. Cough. Should I actually cough like, We'll do that. The despicable liar who impersonated me by telling you I am the chief. Ah! The plot thickens. The stranger who impersonated you by calling himself Lucky Birdie among us, the people. The despicable liar who said that the stars had spoken. They did speak. They spoke to him a couple times. That we should kill our lead protector, the first hunter, because antlers mean danger. Oh, well. I mean, it's unfortunate that you interpreted it that way. Ever since we set our home on the mountainside, 3 chiefs' lives away, we never had to deal with such a despicable liar. We are more than happy to welcome strangers as long as they do something for the community, for the people. Well, they were going to do something. They were going to kill the first hunter. That's something. If you contribute with your work, as we do, then you're one of us. I mean, I guess I kind of contributed. But 2 times out of 3, strangers try to take advantage of us. According to the law, it's now my duty to mete justice out. Tell me, Soothsayer, which part of the despicable liar's body must be punished? The real chief must choose which part of Ouch's body will be punished. Well, I feel like no matter what I choose, he is going to be horrifically maimed. I don't know. Let's consult the stars, see what we can find. We'll go with the first one that it gives us. We'll do some squiggly lines here. That's hurricane again, not that one. That's birds again, not that one. That's antlers. Moose. Ah, we've got one of these. The mole and the scorpion. Okay, well, let's see what the mole is. Buried but breathing, blind but brave, breeding blessed, blind. God, they're gonna blind him. As its own sting pierced its back, the scorpion felt treason and the graveyard's call. The sting, though, felt free. Yeah, so blind him or stab him. Pierced its head. God, that doesn't sound good. Give me your legs. Water hates crops become... Is there something that doesn't have a word that could be potentially interpreted as the thing that he should do to hurt him? Always the first to be rained and snowed on? I mean, there's nothing in there that specifically references body parts, so... You know, yeah, we'll go with this. I am a terrible soothsayer, by the way. Don't ever come to me for advice with problems, because I'm just gonna get you to do something very silly. Get you murdered here. Okay. Hi. How about the mountain? My head is so high. Oh, no. It's true that the stars speak through you. My old bones can feel it. Like fire on a moonless night. Thanks, Soothsayer. Oh, God. That's not good. He only heard the first part, and now here we are. Oh, no. I haven't gone this way before, so we're gonna see what happened here. Oh, this gentleman. All right, let's speak to you. Okay, this must be, I believe, the first hunter. So this is you, huh? The stranger who tells our chief what to do. I mean, he came to me, all right, man? I don't know what you want from me, okay? He asked me a question, and I answered. I didn't tell him to do anything. A dangerous madman tries to fool us, pretending A's you, and you just say something. Something about... Huh. Something about keeping your head high so it rains. Yeah, okay, I guess. Something like that. And now our chief will have the stranger maimed. Of course he will. I was trying to avoid that, but I guess it's completely unavoidable. Or maybe it's not. Maybe I just had the wrong stars. But is that the best option? Don't stare at me. I'm loyal to our chief. I mean, I can't look away. The camera's locked facing you. I don't have any choices here. I'm the people's first hunter, our chief's right hand, a right punch. But sometimes, I'm not that sure if our decisions are the ones we need. Prove yourself useful and tell me, stranger. Should I keep doing our chief's bidding, or should I rebel, or conspire, or what? I don't remember what I gave him last time. Well, should he remain loyal? Well, let's see, let's consult the stars, see if we can get another one out here. What do the stars say this time? We'll do a few more zigzags in the sky. Ah, the hare. Okay, that's different. What does the hare say? Instead of running, the white hare was taught to stomp its paws firmly and slide both ground and foes backwards. I feel like that kinda... he would interpret that as rebel. I don't know. Let's give it to him and see what he says. We'll just move on here. Alright, let's see how you interpret this. Huh. You want me to run away? No, that's not... Leave our chief behind. Okay. You feel important telling us what to do. But I'm loyal to my... Yeah, I'm loyal. I am. Are you now? Be careful, stranger. I need no stars to see strange days ahead. Well, that's not, it's not exactly what I wanted him to do. I guess running away is a form of rebellion, I suppose. Like I said, do not trust me to be your soothsayer. Definitely go to somebody else, because I am just gonna get you to maim strangers and run away. That's not something that anybody should want to do. Head is so high, the despicable liar will be punished as the stars wished. Why do I feel like that means that he is going to try to hang him? Because I really can't think of anything else that would be a head held high. Okay. Well, here comes another person. There's the chief again. Hey, how's it going, buddy? How's your maiming going? Good maiming? Thanks for welcoming me again, Soothsayer. Well, I didn't really have a choice. You kind of just walked in. The despicable liar was punished according to your advice. God, what'd you do? I know some hoped for a more extreme penalty, though. Of course they did. While some others wanted a milder one. How do I get the mild choice? Is there one that's so mild that's like, just give them the good old rap on the fingers with the ruler? I never know how they see me. Does the food giver understand why hunters get more food in better huts than the rest? Does the herbalist understand why there are no more resources for air activity? Do kids understand why it's their duty to execute all punishments? What? Does the teacher understand why the love siblings' activity is as important as theirs? The love siblings. Do hunters understand why I let strangers like the despicable liar in? Has anyone forgiven me for not banishing the good-for-nothing when I should? Do adults say I'm too young to be a chief? Do youngsters say I'm too old? A little bit more forceful cough there because, capital letters. He's not doing so good. Tell me, Soothsayer, how do the people see me as a chief? What animal are you exactly? You're very tall as well. Very, very large. The chief wants to know how he is perceived by the people. How in the world am I supposed to know that? God. Well, I wonder if any of these help. Teach you how to be like me. I feel like maybe he'd interpret this as being a teacher, and I feel like maybe that's a good thing for a chief to be passing lessons and messages along? Or maybe he'll interpret it as childish. I really don't know. I'm making choices here that I did not make in my first playthrough just to kind of see what'll happen. Let's see what he has to say about this. That's not a face of somebody who's happy with what they were just told. So that's me in their eyes. Oh, someone who's giving them less than they need. Less than they need. Like the tadpole with the frog's legs. No, it's even worse than I expected. Thanks. That's not... But what about you? You read the stars, but I don't know how to read you. How do you see yourself, Soothsayer? Is there a symbol up here that means completely and totally out of their depth? I don't know. Let's go with birds. The despicable liar calls me a lucky bird. Let's go with birds. Thanks for your honesty, but your riddles are not easy for me. Let's see if I get it right. You sure plunge into the blue. I hope your beak brings new harvest feelings to us all, including you, my friend. Yeah. Plunge into the blue. I do definitely just dive in head first, and I've got no idea what I'm doing. Stop coming to me. I can't help you. I'm going to ruin your entire lives. No problem, buddy. Happy to help. May I call you that, my friend? My old bones want to trust you, and they are never wrong. Yeah, we could be buddies. Last guy that said that he wanted to be my friend got maimed, so, you know. Sorry, almost forgot about that. But there's something else that my bones are telling me. I'm dying. You know, the cough that persistently came out in increasingly capital letters did kind of sort of give that away to me as well. But I won't wait till death takes me by surprise, like fire on a moonless night. As a chief, it is my duty to choose how and where I want to end my journey. The place I die will be blessed with my spirit, either if it's a crop field, or the forge, or the love hut. If I die, I want to die in a love hut. So please help me decide which shall be my last gift to the people. How should I die? In which place or task should be blessed with my spirit? The chief must choose how to die in a tribe activity that will benefit from it. Okay. Well, oh boy. Let's see. Fields, love hut. I don't know, maybe fields is a good place for him to die? I don't know. Can I get another sign here? There's a few more carved into the wall. I'm not really sure. Mammoth. Okay, what's that mean? The day its feet get slower than the herds, it will leave and seek the hunter's mercy. Well, I didn't give him this one last time, so let's see what he says. Leave and seek the hunter's mercy. Will it even have a significance to him? Thanks again. May my blood dye the hunter's spears. As for how shall I die, you've given me plenty to think about. I shall leave now, but I won't say goodbye. I promise you this is not the last time my old bones will speak to you, my friend. Yeah, it won't be.
And this is also a story about bodies, because all stories speak about bodies. Soft bodies made out of flesh, hard bodies made out of rocks, arrogant bodies that tell us who we are. Beaten bodies that cry out for mercy. Grumbling bodies.
So there we go. Another Soothsaying completed. You could pretty much title the entire game, instead of Grotto, you could call it Pay Attention to That, It Will Be Relevant Later. Oh, wow, you snuck in here. Hello again. Ouch. I've been wondering what they were gonna do to you. Your fingers are purple now. Well, you don't look like you've been hung or strangled. I don't really know what's... You've got things hanging off of you. God, he's probably not gonna be happy with me. Man, you look really... I don't really know. Okay, how you doing? Oh, that's not a happy face. Look what you're done to me. Yeah. They put me head inside a bucket full of water for minutes till me body started shaking. What? What? Huh? They put your head in a bucket of water for minutes. They waterboard you? Then let me take a deep breath and back into the bucket again. During a whole day, you spent an entire day having your head dunked in water. Listen, they took turns to torture me and placed bets. What? And you know who did that to me? Kids. The doddering chief told them little kids to maim me. You know, he did mention that kids had to execute punishments. At least you've got all your limbs and your eyes and your teeth. There's a trailer for the game where this guy is missing a variety of body parts. And they went on with it as if it were some sort of game, laughing and dancing around the ceremonial tree. Ah, what's wrong with these people? I don't know. I didn't tell them to do it. I literally walked up to the chief and said mountain, and he interpreted that as try to drown the guy that lied to me. You can figure out how much I cried, isn't it true? How much I begged for mercy and whatnot. How much I cursed your wisdom-spitting stars. How much I despise your posh cave now. Thank you for calling it posh. I've been thinking about doing some decorating, but you know what? I think I might leave it as is now. I made your lucky birdie, but one day I'll destroy your both. Well, at least he's got all his limbs. That's better than how it went the last time I spoke to him. Alrighty, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think I might call it a day, as it seems the game is wanting me to call it a day as well. This was Grotto. I hope you guys enjoyed the video that I've done. Those of you that are new to the channel, please think about subscribing. I may do a lot more videos like this in the future. And those of you that are still hanging around right now at this point of the video, let me know what you think about it. I'm more than happy to play some more of this game. If you like it, might make it a full Let's Play. Otherwise, I hope I did the game justice, and I hope that you guys will check it out. It's on Steam. I don't remember exactly how much it was. It's not super expensive, and there's a lot of content in the game, and it's very fun. I think it's a very interesting concept, and I really hope to see more like it from these guys, because very cool game. But like I said, with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls in all forms of existence out there, I think I'm going to be calling it an episode here, guys. So, thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it. And as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, hope you have a good one of those. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.